Sponge cake with peach souffle turns out to be incredibly delicate and airy and literally melts in your mouth. To make it, you will need a large jar of canned peaches. Both fruits and syrup will be used. Cornstarch is best used for a biscuit, but if there is none, you can take potato starch. Important: all the ingredients for the sponge cake should be at room temperature, and for the souffle, cold. The recipe from the category Russian cuisine and consists of 16 cooking steps. The complexity of the dish: medium. Separate the whites from the yolks. Add a pinch of salt to the whites. Beat with a mixer for a couple of minutes at high speeds until a light foam forms. Without ceasing to beat, add a couple of tablespoons of sugar from the total amount. Continue to beat until a strong foam forms. Add the remaining sugar and orange juice to the yolks. Whisk until a light foam forms. At the end, add the orange zest. In a separate bowl, mix the flour, starch, baking powder, and vanilla. In several steps, sift the resulting mixture into the yolks. Mix gently with a whisk. Now, add the whipped whites little by little, stirring with a spatula in one direction. Pour the dough into a bowl of a slow cooker, greased with vegetable oil. Cook on the baking mode for 1 hour. You can bake a biscuit in the oven at 180 degrees for 35 to 40 minutes. You cannot open the oven for the first 25 minutes. Check the readiness with a toothpick. After cooling, wrap the biscuit in plastic wrap and leave for a couple of hours at room temperature so that moisture is evenly distributed. Pour gelatin 130 to 150 g of peach syrup and leave to swell for the time indicated on the gelatin package. Pour the cream into a deep bowl, add a pinch of vanilla and beat with a mixer until thickened. Use a blender to grind the peaches into a homogeneous pulp. You cannot take all the peaches from the jar, but leave a couple of halves to decorate the cake. Add the yogurt and whisk again with a blender. You can add a couple tablespoons of sugar if the peaches are not very sweet. Dissolve the gelatin in a water bath or in a microwave oven. Add the gelatin in the peach yogurt mixture and mix. Pour the mixture into the whipped cream and mix gently with a whisk or spatula. You should get a homogeneous mixture without lumps of cream. Let the souffle thicken a little. Cut the biscuit into 3 cakes. If the diameter of the biscuit is large, there may be 2 cakes. It is desirable to form a cake in a detachable ring or make a cylinder out of cardboard so that the souffle does not spread. Pour the first cake with peach syrup, put a third of the souffle on it, then spread the second cake. Repeat the sequence, etc. Let the cake stand in the refrigerator for several hours, then remove the ring and decorate the cake.